the Bronx, it is Game 4 as we welcome you to the 2024 World Series on Fox, presented by Capital One. The Dodgers find themselves on the verge of a sweep, and the Yankees, after this long wait to get back to the World Series, trying to avoid a fast exit and force a Game 5 tomorrow night. We welcome inside the Hall of Famer John Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. Freddie Freeman was hurting so bad during the championship series he couldn't even get on the field at the end of it. But that ankle has healed up. He's homered in every game in this World Series and has the Dodgers one win from a championship.
It's been amazing, and the 5 days off that he got really helped his ankle, which really helped his swing. When you think about the Dodgers, they can do no wrong, and especially when it comes to Freddie Freeman, he has been the catalyst. This is a deep team. This is a great team. But one will never know after this swing in Game 1, the momentum has not been lost by the Dodgers since. That swing, that grand slam, followed up by what he did here in Game 3, and they have taken a strong hold of the series on the back of Freddie Freeman.
And so the Yankees try to respond and try to do something that's never been done, come back from down 3-0 in the World Series.
Well, it's not a fun environment when you have an elimination game, but what you have to do is say, not on my watch, and you got to play a longer game. You have to be mentally tough. You got to get big hits. You got to do everything the other team is doing that's got the 3-game lead on you. It can happen, and it can happen quick, especially if Aaron Judge gets going.
Let's go down to the field now. Tom Verducci.
Thanks, Joe. Like a snowball that becomes an avalanche, the postseason slump of Aaron Judge has been getting bigger. With each round of the postseason, he's chasing more pitches out of the zone. So Aaron Boone, Yankees manager, said he thought about hitting him leadoff tonight, but instead he does not want to move Gleyber Torres. So Judge is back at number 3. Now here's Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Tom. The Dodgers tonight go for the sweep behind 2 rookie pitchers, the first of whom, Ben Kasparias, only made his major league debut on August 31st. Landon Knack is expected to follow Kasparias, and after that, Dave Roberts will use his best relievers only if he believes the game can be won. Otherwise, he will save them for Game 5. Joe.
All right, Kenny, the Dodgers a win away from a celebration. The Yankees trying to put out that fire and extend this season one more day.
The Dodgers are on fire.
The Dodgers put on a masterclass in these first 3 games.
It is gone!
Their offense is relentless.
The Yankees, all the pressure on them.
Well, he loves the big light, the bright light.
The Yankees, they're resilient.
You deliver this time of year, you can rewrite your whole story. Most decorated franchises going head-to-head.
All you have to do is listen to this city's voice.
161st Street, Yankees.
Unapologetic. Always itself. There is no place like New York. This place that shines a little brighter, climbs a little higher, because it expects a little more.
It is gone!
Actually, it demands a lot more.
Start spreading the news.
New Yorkers, man, we never quit, man.
Nothing's ever over until it's over.
They always fight back, they always fall back. Gotta win tonight, that's it. Gotta win tonight.
Take a look around. This is the concrete jungle. Only the toughest survive.
Want to be. It is high, it is far, it is gone. New York.
Like Frank said, if you can make it here, you might just be a champion.
Make it there.
The king of the hill, top of the heap.
The Dodgers, they're a win away from a world championship.
From the city that doesn't sleep.
It's up to you.
Welcome to Game 4 of the World Series on Fox.
Thanks Thanks to Scarlett Johansson for getting us started. We got a great night for baseball here in the Bronx. A little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Temperature in the high 50s for first pitch. As Dave Roberts sends this lineup to the plate, and there were some questions about if Ohtani was going to be able to go today. As much pain as it looked like he was in swinging that bat, but he's back in there leading things off. And then Betts and Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez, that huge defensive play in last night's game, followed by Muncy and Kike Hernandez. Devin Lux at second base. Will Smith does the catching, and Tommy Edman, the shortstop, bats 9. For the Yankees, the 26-year-old rookie, Luis Gil, who came into this season really just trying to show that he was healthy. He got a chance in the rotation because of Garrett Cole's injury, never looked back, and now John starts with the Yankees season on the line.
Yeah, 9-1 and dominant. And then he went through a rough spell after a little bit of an injury, and then, of course, innings that he's maxed out. He's got an electric fastball. He will throw that changeup a lot, and look for that changeup to be effective, but have some depth to it because it's 92, which is an average fastball. And that slider, he's coming along. So he has to set the tone against the Dodgers and show he's not afraid to throw strikes. But strikes have been a problem for him from time to time.
Yeah, he has issued more walks than any pitcher in baseball. On paper, that is not a good equation against this Dodger lineup. Off we go in game 4 with a fastball that's fouled back by Ohtani. Dodgers one win from their second title in 5 years, their 8th in franchise history. The Yankees try to do something that's never been done and come back from down 3-0. Heel home with an 0-1.
The top of the zone is going to be very important in how it's called because he loves to throw the fastball up. It's hard to hit. It looks enticing to the hitter, but you mentioned it, Dodgers don't chase.
2-1 on Ohtani. He did face this lineup earlier this season in June, held him to 3 runs over 5 2/3, walked only 1 in that game. Back when you were talking about, he was at the peak of his powers with that 9-1 start and leading the American League with a 2 ERA at that point. This is by far the most innings he's ever pitched, and it's his first year back from Tommy John. Uncharted territory in many ways. His 2-2 to Ohtani. Up and in, and it spills that helmet.
And see, that's the only problem. This is his first home postseason start. The adrenaline is rushing. The adrenaline was still going, but it was on the road in Cleveland. And you can't fall victim to overthrowing what already is a really good fastball.
Because then, you know, we talk about him pitching a lot of innings, but he's well rested at this point. That start in the championship series is only outing over the last month. He's feeling some juice. Ohtani sends a pop fly into shallow center field. We're off and rolling in game 4 with a pop out to short. Time for Fox Foresight, powered by Google Cloud. This Dodger offense averaging 6 runs a game in this postseason. For the last 2 games, it's been enough. They took the first 2 in LA. They took last night's game 4-2. Thanks to Google Cloud for powering these real-time insights. And it happened fast. 3 batters into the game, it was 2-0 as Mookie Betts takes a strike. And so key, a fast start in this game to keep this crowd in it if you're the Yankees.
They got to put a 0 up. That 3-2 slider was a big key pitch. For him to throw that pitch, knowing if you don't hit with it, you're walking the guy or you're giving up a home run. So he made the pitch, which is a good confidence boost for a young pitcher.
Home with an 0-2 to Betts. The fastball is fouled off. And if he has that slider, he can be next level, right? Because the fastball and the changeup he's been able to count on for the most part.
Yeah, he's going to learn how to change planes with that slider, right? He's got the good changeup that he can throw into a righty, away to a lefty. But that pitch right there, if he can learn to just get that closer to his fastball, man, and that's the progression every young pitcher's got to make. You don't expect them to have every single thing that when they break in or when they're coming back from Tommy John.
He really was doing both at the same time. That's poked down the line and a fair ball into the right field corner. Betts is headed for second with extra bases. He will stop there with a double.
And that's what I was talking about. Looks like not a good fastball, even though that was a changeup. So he threw a slider, which was slowing the hitter down, but followed it with a changeup. That's another slow pitch, and this is how you can make the adjustments, which we've seen Mookie and the Dodgers do. That one to Mookie just looked like a bad fastball because he didn't see enough velocity to change the way that he'd approach that at bat.
Into scoring position, Freddie Freeman at the plate. Fastball, strike one.
So what I mean by that is when you see 98, then you see 91, that's the change of speeds. That's the get the hitter off the timing. But when you see a slider, which is another slower pitch, followed by a changeup, it's really in the same family, and it was on that same plane of where the slider was, so he just went with it.
All relative. You get that 91-mile-per-hour changeup just in a vacuum, that's not nearly going to be as effective. 1-1 to Freddie Freeman. Trying to start it early for the Dodgers again. He ended game 1. He started game 3. A little rain falling here in game 4. He's up there with Betts at second.
So here's the problem for Volpe. Because Freeman can go where the shortstop is, look at the lead that Betts is getting. It's huge.
Freeman cracks one deep to right field. And gone again! Freddie Freeman floating in the World Series. 4 games, 4 home runs. You gotta be kidding. Deja vu from game 3. Freddie Freeman in the first inning before the Yankees can come to the plate has taken the crowd out of the game with a 2-run home run.
Well, this one wasn't like the others, meaning it wasn't inner half where he has made the Yankees pay and the Dodgers happy. This one he went out and got a flatter slider, but the same result. Short right field porch.
This is a guy who his ankle was hurting so bad during the championship series he couldn't play. The only way he was going to get on the field was at that long break that they got by finishing the Mets a day early. This is going to be a tough play. Hill gets there. Fadeaway throw is off the bag and an infield hit for Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, it's easier to play when you're playing with house money, meaning you're up 3-0. And it's harder to play when you have to play a perfect game, being in an elimination game. So Freddie Freeman has been the reason that the Dodgers have had stress put on the Yankees here in New York. This is a classic Freddie Freeman swing. And you might ask yourself, well, there's a base open, the hottest hitter in the lineup. Why don't you just pitch around him? It's hard to do that in the first inning. You got to trust your pitcher's going to make some good pitches.
The Dodgers have won 8 of the 9 games this postseason where they've scored first. They were the best team in baseball during the regular season when scoring first. Got the Yankees in a 2-0 hole. The Yankees offense that's searching for anything. Strike one on Max Muncy. And back to Freeman, John. This is a guy who the first 2 rounds, he was making contact, but there was zero punch to it. He was hitting .219. He didn't have a single extra base hit. The ankle feels better, and because the ankle feels better, he's able to work on his swing more. So he is in a great place. And that's the understatement of the night. 9 runs knocked in. He set a Dodger franchise record for a single postseason series, and he's done it in 4 games.
Yeah, and it was severe enough to where he didn't play in a couple games because his manager in one of those games said, I can't put you in this situation. I'm taking you out of the lineup.
And if the Dodgers go on to win this game, win this series, it'll be the easiest MVP vote
you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. 2 balls and a strike on Max Muncy. He has out-homered the Yankees. He's knocked in more runs by himself. He has many extra base hits by himself, as the Yankees do as a team. Done it all without striking out. And that's the thing with these Dodgers, Sean. They've had the power. That's their 6th home run, but it's been the little things too. It's been getting on base with the walks. It's been putting the ball in play. As a team, the fewest number of strikeouts through the first 3 games of a World Series in 9 years. Runner first one away, 2-2 to Muncy.
Ball that's in.
Checks his swing, 3-2.
Well, and it just seems like every close call, every close pitch, every close defensive play is not going your way when you're down 3-0. But it's credit the Dodgers for doing all those things that make it even feel worse.